Hello, it's the Sinister Gambino here with a new stream. And in this stream, I'm going to be going over the Red Dead Online event week from yesterday. Which, by the way, sorry for not covering it yesterday. But I stayed up kind of late because I was expecting the update to come out. Because, of course, last week they started with 2-week event weeks. And it seems they're doing another 2-week event week. Let me just be sure. It says through September 2nd, so it's definitely another 2-week event week. And they don't really have much more time to come out with the update when it's supposed to come out in summer. So I could see it happening like in between the event week maybe, if they don't want to do like a really big event week for like when the update comes out for the first week. Because they don't really do big updates for the first week of a DLC. I mean, like, event weeks. But honestly, I'm kind of expecting an update to come in September at this point, which still technically is summer, like, business, in a business perspective, up till, like, September 20th. I believe they call it, like, physical, like, summer 20... I think they call it, like, physical summer or something. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, summer doesn't technically end until September 20th, so once it's past that time, it's technically delayed from summer to fall, I would say. So just know it's probably going to come out within a month for sure. I'm really shocked it didn't happen on Tuesday. That's kind of why I delayed the stream to today, because I was disappointed the update didn't come out. Because they did do a 2-week event week, which is what led to the Diamond Casino and Resort for GTA, for example. But anyways, there's 2 times gold on daily challenges. And a pretty interesting fact about that is you can get a total of 4 gold bars per day for the next 2 weeks. And I'm pretty sure that's with like no modifiers that you'll be able to get a total of 4 gold bars per day. But I'm not sure, that might include like doing it for like a month straight or something. Probably not though. So if you've been doing like really huge streaks, you really want to benefit in gold. If like by default you might even get 4 gold bars a day by doing all 7 challenges. And then there's 1.4 times XP on showdown modes, which for the most part includes all the like more complex modes, like the elimination stuff and the showdown series, I would have to imagine. For example, I don't know, maybe not elimination series, but maybe just these 2, I'm not sure. So for those wanting to get XP, there's 40% more for up to September 2nd. And then there's outfit rank lowerings to rank 10 and then 25% off of them as well. So what I mean by outfit rank lowerings is any outfit that's like above rank 10. It's been reduced to rank 10 for the next 2 weeks. And then, yeah, they're also 25% off as well. I know the wording might have been confusing there, but when I have to work with so many characters, it's not the easiest thing to explain on a message to spectator. And with all that out of the way, let me make sure that I'm still in my party, because last Red Dead Online stream did not go very well. But that was a while ago, so it could change. So hopefully this one runs well. Because being in parties tends to make my streams not run so well or something like that. And I am in one because there's no invite only option. But while the game loads up, I might as well talk about some other stuff with the event week. So there's like a gift you'll get as well of 30 times explosive repeater ammo and then 10 times poison throwing knives. You get those by doing 10 daily challenges. So that's any 10 daily challenges over the next 7 days. It says 7 days, so keep in mind the event week, the rest of the event week is pretty much still going on. So I guess we have till next Tuesday for the gift of 30 times explosive repeater ammo and 10 times poison throwing knives, not till September 2nd like other things. So I think that's like the 27th or something. Now you have to get the gift. They call it a gift for some reason, even though I would kind of consider it a care package. So I'm going with gift. And then I got an item for PlayStation Plus, which I think might be like a blue Chuparusa poncho or something, if I recall. I'm not too sure. Anyways, I'll go past that little prompt over there. Let the rest of it load. So on the newswire, I talked about the first couple paragraphs so far. I'll go more into the clothing maybe if the stream runs well enough as it goes into the game. But I'll mention it right now and I might go through the like Blackwater Tailor. So I'm guessing all of these are time limited clothing. I think we're beyond the point of getting new clothing with the update, but I'm not entirely sure. But for probably time limited clothings, there's Gator hat, woolen gloves, Ortega vest, tied pants, Calhoun boots, and then Vanquero Baroque spurs or whatever. So those viewed as several clothing items, which are probably all time limited is my guess, are in the game for the next 2 weeks. And then I did mention the outfit thing, both the rank lowering and the discount on the message of spectator. And then there's 35% off of all the tonics and provisions in the game. So of course for that you go in the catalog, and there's a whole dedicated section, so you'll find it pretty easily, provision and tonics. So I'm guessing everything in the provisions and tonics sections of the catalog is everything that's going to be 35% off. So if you need any provisions or tonics, this would be a good week. And then there's 30% off of action and greet emotes. So I'm not sure if that's just one category or if it's like 2 categories. Either way, I might be taking a look in that when I go to the tailor. As long as the stream runs well, which so far it is. It's doing better than the last one in terms of how it's running. So that's very good. And then ability card upgrades as well will continue for the next 2 weeks to September 2nd. So I'm pretty sure the ability card upgrades were 25% off for the last 2-week event week. So for like almost a month, there's going to be 25% off of ability card upgrades. So if you still want ability card upgrades, you can still do that for the next about 2 weeks. Since I am doing this a day later than I usually do. Because I was up late, because I was expecting an update to come out, because of course the event week finally went to 2 weeks. And yeah, that was it for like all the discounts. So pretty much I just have to go through the clothing and stuff and I can be done. And also keep in mind, if you're a Twitch Prime person, you have 10% more off of every discount I just mentioned. So for example, that's like 45% off of tonics and provisions instead of the normal 35%. So I'm just making my way to Taylor right now.
Hello. Good to have you. Let me know when something catches your eye.
Oh, and by the way, for the emotes, I really don't think they should cost anything at all. Just a little FYI. But regardless, there's a 30% off of certain emotes, like I mentioned earlier. That's just funny in my opinion, honestly. So I'll show off the outfits a little because they are discounted. The Tasman, by the way, I have for free because of Twitch Prime. So yours will probably cost, of course. There's no indicator on these outfits, but they are apparently 25% off, and any rank requirements were lowered to rank 10 for the next 2 weeks.
I stand behind everything I sell in this place, so you can purchase with confidence.
Alright, so in pants, there's the Tide pants for time-limited clothing. Has a rank 27 requirement. Somehow I own this one, I don't know how, but I do.
What do you think? Wearing it out?
Because I don't recall buying one.
That's fine. You make the calls here.
Don't know if it's new and time limited. It just might be the latest release, but it might have been brought back for time limited clothing.
If you have any questions, you just let me know.
And then I think there's only one thing in the hat section that's time limited for this week, and it's the gator hat. So that's more options as well, so I don't know if they added more options. And I don't even know if it's new or not, because the indicators, if something's new or not, is kind of like non-existent. So there's like 8 options here, yeah, 8 options.
No problem at all.
In the boots, there's a single thing in the boots. I mean, the Calhoun boots. Rank 36 requirement and 10 different options. Probably some of the more unique boots, I'm guessing. Since they all have like kind of cool like designs. Not like typical designs, but more unique ones.
Well, you won't know for sure until you try it on.
No coats for this week. Why not just do accessories? So in the glove section, there's the wooden gloves, which you have to buy with gold. And it is ironically for gold, which, like I mentioned, like at the beginning of the stream, 4 gold is basically the normal amount you'll get for these 2 weeks with the double gold. So you can get one of these variants in a single day if you do all the challenges. Believe it's regardless of your streak.
That's fine. You make the calls here.
However, of course, I would probably not find it worth it. And then the
I
second thing
stand
in
behind
accessories is the
everything I sell in
spurs.
this place, so you can
And yes, I
purchase
might be
with
talking about those
confidence.
daily challenges, even though I was kind of meant to do this on Tuesday, though I didn't, because it was kind of disappointing that the update didn't come out when they switched from 1 week to 2 weeks on the event week. But anyways, it's the Vaquero Baroque Spurs, which has rank 37 rank requirement,
People around here come in just
and
too
9
early.
different options.
That's all right. Whatever you feel.
And then the last thing is going to be the Ortega vest. That's mentioned for like time limited clothing.
There are a few colors you can go with for this one.
5 nice options there.
No problem at all.
And then I'll also show off the emotes as well that are discounted. Okay, so it seems there's 2 sections that are discounted. On a newswire, it described it as action/greet emotes, but on the catalog, it's dramatic actions and then greetings and receptions. So basically, action and greet. A more simple way that they put on a newswire. So I guess everything in the 2 categories. Did they actually discount this on gold or not? Regardless, none of these are surely worth as much as they are. I think they should personally be free, like in GTA Online. So I feel like you're really wasting your money if you're buying emotes. For me, they're 40% off, but I still don't care to get any of these emotes since they're a ripoff. So there's like 10 to 15-ish emotes that seem to be discounted. Maybe even 15 to 20-ish. So kind of like half the emotes in the game, at least category-wise. And I'll make sure I went over everything on this newswire before I proceed with maybe doing some daily challenges, since the stream is running pretty well. Alright, yeah, I covered everything. I forget if Dispatch Rider was the new one with the Spring 2019 update, because I would do it, but nah, I'm just going to focus on daily challenges. What's the month of press, not hold. Okay, so for today's challenges, aka Wednesday, up until I believe 11 o'clock p.m. Yeah, I believe the challenges stay till 10 or 11 o'clock p.m. PST, and then you can convert it to whatever time zone you want. But yeah, there's 0 out of 10,561 distance traveled by train. So of course you're just going to have to find the train on the map, which I believe you kind of have to find yourself. I don't think it's on the map like the whole time, like I believe Red Dead Redemption had it. 05 drinks ordered at a saloon. Honestly, I kind of don't really recommend that one, because obviously you're going to have to pay money, and you don't get money and you don't really necessarily get money in the daily challenges unless gold's kind of a replacement for it, which I guess it could be, though I don't understand why they can't give cash and gold. 05 golden currents picked. I believe you'll mainly find them in the Great Plain area, which is not far from where I'm at, by the way, which is around Blackwater. So definitely Great Plains, I think, would be the best place to go for golden currents. I believe that was a prominent location for them in Red Dead Redemption, and it did transfer over well for Red Dead Redemption 2 and online as well. I do recall going there for like the Herbalist Challenge in single player for them, so I'm very sure for a fact that there's still golden currents there. 01 Long-Nosed Jar caught, or Gar, I'm not sure. Which I think it's one of the like large fishes. I'm not too sure like what environment it's in. It might be swamp, I'm not sure. I don't know, I don't feel like there's much in swamp compared to river and lake. But if I were to take a guess, it might be in swamp, though I forget since there's no like compendium in online, just a single player I think. 0 of 3 player headshot kills in showdowns, which of course they're paying 1.4 they're giving 1.4 times XP as well for participation, so you might as well do that. So you might as well go for it, I suppose. Just keep in mind, I believe it was with this update, they made it where like you don't auto lock onto the head anymore, so definitely keep that in mind. That you will need to adjust your like right stick to get a headshot. 05 provisions cooked at campfire. Oh yeah, provisions, for example, like what you buy in a catalog. So basically any provision food you can cook at the campfire. It's definitely probably a good one to go for if you have that stuff on hand already. If you have to buy provisions though, I really wouldn't recommend it. And then 0 free races played, probably the easiest one of the bunch, I would say. However, there's a couple other easy ones, like the distance traveled by train and the golden currents picked. So I think I'll go for a couple of them and end the stream. So I could go for finding a train right now, but I don't really think it's that practical to find a train in this area. Because of course in this game it's not as developed as Red Dead Redemption. So I would probably have to go out of the RDR1 map to find a train. I'll probably go for Golden Currents right now, because Great Plains is very close from here. Let me make sure one more time it was picked and not, like, whatever I want to do with it. Yep, I was correct. So I'll just search for any herb that comes up on the map, pretty much, with the particle effect of the eagle eye. The stream's running really great actually, and not much has changed with my internet situation. So that's kind of shocking to me. I don't know, maybe I just got lucky that the stream's doing well, like quality wise. If I remember, it's mostly in the I think it's in the northern part of the Great Plains that has the golden currents mainly. But yeah, I think if you're looking in Great Plains, you have to go in the northern part to find the golden currents. Oh god. God damn. I didn't know that was coming up, man. Gee, my horse almost got killed, basically. God damn, just a bunch of oregano, come on. Okay, I think those long ones over there are the golden currants, so you want to search for these long ones of like 2 areas. And you'll see little yellow flowers, of course. I almost did triangle, but you're supposed to do square to pick them, of course. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I was correct. You have to go towards like the northern part for the most part to find the golden currants in the Great Plains. So hopefully I can find a couple more. Though I'm not sure how much are in the Great Plains. There's a couple more. Now I just need one more. I don't think that's golden currant. Yeah, that's definitely like oregano or something. Oh, that's my camp over there. Oh no, I guess it's not, I'm not sure. I think I have my posse where people can automatically join in, I'm not sure. Oh, I guess I do have to form it like every time. Well, I'm pretty sure if it's blue on my map, it must mean it's my camp. I was about to say, I don't remember, like, horses being on your camp. I think those are all golden currants. So that's... Actually, that's a whole group of 5, kind of. Got one right there. Got 0.4 gold bars. I'll eat this one. I might eat the rest of them, I'm not sure. Just 'cause I can. Could probably use it, of course, since pulling off that horse. I think I'm gonna look for the train as well, and then I might end it off there. Of course, since there's a reward for doing a certain number of daily challenges, it could be kind of annoying to go for the train if someone else is doing it. Because then they're obviously going to get hostile and shit like that. But yeah, there's no train track at all in these areas. Well, actually not as much, of course, because Red Dead Redemption 2 obviously takes place before the first one. Plus, I don't even know if the train goes in that area, even though there is train tracks. Guess I'll keep going this way. I don't know, I see a lot at Rig Station personally. But whatever. If I don't find the train for a while, I might just end the stream, by the way. So I kind of want the gift of the 30 explosive repeater rounds and the 10 poison knives. 10 poison throwing knives. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hell no. I might as well just do it. God damn. At least it helped my fucking... At least it helped my hostility, I guess. I really don't want to lose the horse again. I might just end it pretty soon, in like the next minute if I don't find a train. I thought my horse was basically going to choke there, but good. I think I'm like going like the direction a train would go, so it would probably be behind me if anything. I'm not too sure, to be completely honest. Or of course I could find it in front of me as I move. Oh, what the f- Oh, I didn't even notice my horse stamina was fucked. I was just focused on mashing the button, I'll be honest. think I'm calling it quits then here. Okay, yeah, I definitely don't see it coming here anytime soon. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this stream. Of course, I'll be doing a GTA Online one tomorrow, probably like as it comes out, because of course there's probably gonna be a new vehicle. So I definitely want to be one of the first to cover the details of the event week. But of course, keep in mind with me doing it early, it's going to... Yeah, of course, keep in mind with me doing that early, it's going to maybe not be the most accurate, because, for example, I believe when I read Tez2's tweet on the last GTA Online stream I did, he made it sound like both time trials were 2 times money, when in reality it was just the RC Bandito one. So sorry about the misunderstanding there, unless it was kind of worded that way like I thought it was. And I might release a guide on that time trial actually, though it's going to be after the event week ends, so it's going to be for future use. Because of course not every time trial is going to be 2 times money for the RC ones, I'm sure. But yeah, as long as the train's not coming, that's probably going to be it for this stream. Hope you enjoyed.